Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand participation constraint. So in our previous class, we have seen cardinality ratio, and this concept is very much similar to that of cardinality ratio. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video and come back here. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts, and the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now, what is meant by participation constraint? A participation constraint specifies the minimum number of relationship instances that an entity can participate in. So the cardinality ratio is maximum number of relationship instances, whereas participation is minimum number of relationship instances that an entity will participate in. So let's try to understand the concept. In this way we may not be able to understand. Let's try to understand this by using this example. So far this is the ER diagram that we have obtained from the requirements. So here we are having two relationships. One is works for and the other one is manages, and other one is manages. So, and we have seen the cardinality ratios 1:n for works for and manages is 1:1. Now, what is the participation of these relationship types? The participation says that it is the minimum number of what we call it as a minimum number of instances, relationship instances. So for example, if you consider these entities, what is the minimum number of instances? Minimum number of instances is 1. So every employee is participating at least on minimum number of instances is 1, and maximum is also 1. And here if you consider this, here also it is 1. So generally, how these minimum number of participations are defined is there are two ways. One is partial participation. So two ways. One is partial participation and the other one is full participation. So what this partial and full participation we'll try to understand. So here the minimum is 1 and here also the minimum is 1. So what it means is at least this an employee should belong to a department. At least a department should have one employee at least. Okay, so that is why it is going to be 1 and 1. So it means that is it going to be a partial participation or full participation? So these departments, so what is the participation of this employee entity type? It is full participation, which means that at least 1 means every employee should have a relationship instance, and every employee should belong to a department. So every employee is participating on this relationship instance. It means that it is full participation. If it is, the minimum number of participation is full. And again I am stating that don't just decide by using this diagram. So it has to come up from the constraints. If the constraints are saying that if there is an employee, he should belong to a department. If that is the constraint, means the participation of an employee should have at least one relationship instance. Okay, stating that if there is an employee means he has to belong to their department. If there is a department means there should be at least one employee. Okay, so based upon these constraints we are going to decide that it is a full participation, and if you take this department, it is also full participation. If the minimum participation is 1 means it is going to be full participation. Don't just remember in that way. Okay, so minimum participation, how can we say that it is full participation is if every entity is having at least one relationship instance on the relationship, then it is a full participation. Now coming to this what are the participations? Pause this video for a while and think about it. Okay, so now what is the participation constraint of this entity type on the relationship? It is here the minimum number of participation is 0. because E2 is not participating, E4 is not participating, E6 is not participating, E6 is not having any relationship instance, it is a 0. And similarly, if you take department, every department is having at least one participation on the relationship instance of a relationship type. Okay, so it states that it is full participation. This is partial participation. Only some of the entities are participating on the relationship. So this is what we call it as a partial participation. So here it is a partial participation, and this one is a full participation. So think of it. Okay. So now how to represent the partial and full participation, or the participation of an entity type on the relationship in the ER diagram. So that we will try to understand. That is also important. Okay, the full participation is represented by double lines and partial participation is represented by single line. Now see here, what is the participation of employee on works for? The participation of employee on works for is full participation. So it is represented with double line. Similarly, the participation of department on works for is full participation. So it is going to be represented in double lines. And similarly, what is the participation of employee on managers relationship? It is partial participation. If it is partial participation, just only one line. If it is full participation, then it has to be double line. What is the participation of department on managers? It is a full participation. Okay, it has to be represented in double lines. Okay, so this is all about participation constraint. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.